Loading the Google Docs. Just sit here and wait. Loading. Okay. Oh, it's been recording. Oh, I should get over here then. Let's not cut off my head. Let me adjust that. I did it with my mind. Okay, so this is a segment. For now, we'll call it Crazy Vanilla. Because who doesn't like vanilla flavored things? Right? Anyway, as they're sometimes called, vanillas, normal monsters. It is whether you think that's a stupid name for normal monsters or not, I don't really care. So basically, what's going to happen with this segment is Bubbles and I will both pick a normal monster that is awesome and talk about it, whether it's used or not, if it was used at one time, what it was used for, and as you can tell, I already have mine picked out, even though you can't see it. I don't know. Can you see it? If you can't see it, then you should look closely. Far more closely than you are. Yes. It's the Red Dark Magician. Brendan, you're stealing Bubbles' thing where he jump cuts all over the place. Yeah, it's my room and I don't particularly care. Anyway, as you might notice, this one's in Japanese. I have a bad habit of dropping cards here. Anyway, it's in Japanese. It's the best Dark Magician there is. Why don't we have it yet? I mean, if there were more decks that ran it, I suppose it would be more reasonable to ask for, but I am not necessarily a reasonable person. So, English, please. I got it at a locals. I picked it up. It was kind of a throw-in. He kind of looked at me strangely, like, why do you want this? And to that I say, don't understand. Well, red is my favorite color for one. So, if you can take something and make it red, it will usually be awesome. Or more awesome than it already was. Also, if you noticed, it doesn't particularly have any irises. Iri. Anything but white in its eyes. It's kind of creepy. I suppose I can understand why Konami wouldn't want to reprint an old card. But they've reprinted Dark Magician so many times. Why is one an issue? Just because it's old doesn't mean it doesn't deserve to be reprinted. Or printed in America, at least. There's the Kazuki Takahashi one, which I didn't particularly like. So, I would have rather had this one reprinted instead. They seem to keep reprinting it anyway, so why not this one? It's the best one there is. Damn it, I dropped it again. But I guess with all these reprints, it could definitely be argued that Dark Magician's not that great at first impressions.
Unlike this guy. This guy.
Hello, Bubbles here, and today I'm here to talk about a certain normal monster that's near and dear to my heart. Primarily because it's the first card that I've ever gotten. Doma, the Angel of Silence. Now, you may be wondering, why is it Japanese? That's because that's the first card I've ever gotten. There was a kid on the playground, gave us me and a couple of friends of mine some Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We were just getting into the series at the time, and, well, they were really cool. We had no idea what they did, so we just kind of made it up as we went along, basically along the lines of the whole first series, I guess. But yeah, we just made it up as we went along. But anyways, here we are, Doma the Angel of Silence. Level 5, Dark Monster, that's fairy, very dark, very interesting type. There's not as many as you might hope to expect because dark fairies are generally less common.
Dark Lords for life. That is all.
But anyway, its lore is this fairy rules over the end of existence. Pretty harsh stuff right there. There's a couple of interesting things about this guy. First of all, came out in Yugi starter deck way back when. And he's actually the only monster in the whole starter deck that's weakened by Yami, the field spell card. That's a pretty interesting fact for you. But anyways, as for strategies as to using him, you can do all sorts of things with this guy. Not really, because he's actually less... His stats are just past where you can get him out easy. You can get him out with Valhalla, stuff like that. If you can get him on the field, then definitely you could use Instant Fusion to exceed for a rank 5, such as Exostag? I don't know. What else? Oh, Volcasaurus and stuff like that. Can be special summoned by the Ancient Rules and Swing of Memories. All the normal support cards basically work with him, which is always a good point, honestly. Another interesting thing, though, is he can be searched by Chaos Endmaster, which is very awesome, because he's just barely in the range of being able to be special summoned by this guy. Chaos Endmaster. Look at that terrifying eye. It's just built on his arm. And maybe someday they will create another card that references him, is a better version of him, or allows us to use him better. Something I'm hoping for eventually. Honestly, who doesn't want to use 3 of these guys? I'd use 3. No problem, if I could. Anyways, do some stuff with the stuff, and see you later, alligator.
Number 9, 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 number 9.
Dyson Sphere!